If you've been in a big truck accident, you better have a lawyer who understands the traffic rules for big trucks.
And a lawyer who can navigate the hundreds of laws that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Orlando.
Pick the next song on our XL Orlando playlist using the red talkback mic while listening to XL on the free iHeart app. From Farah and Farah, Orlando's accident attorneys.
Mostly sunny and hot today. High of around 95. Heat index around 104. Just a 10% chance of rain.
Hoagie Fest is back at Wawa. And this year, it's a meal deal. Grab any shorty hoagie, any Hers chips, and a fountain drink for just $6. Make it a classic for $8. Gotta have a Wawa.
Set your preset to XL 1067 now on the free iHeartRadio app. Sponsored by Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. This is Orlando's
XL 1067.
Ariana Grande on XL 1067, Orlando's number one hit music station. You are listening to Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning. It is 6:20 in the morning. It was hot when I walked outside this morning.
It was.
Like a little humid and stinking. I think the AC is broken here again.
Yeah, something's not right.
I mean, it says that it's on, but it ain't cool in here.
But I'm always a chilly girl, so I'm kind of liking the fact that the AC might not be working.
So that's why I waited to see what you would say, because I know that you always are freezing, even when it's hot in here.
I know. I it doesn't feel right.
But it's they always tell us to leave it on 70 in here because of all the equipment and stuff.
Mhm.
So we have to keep it low. And then I know when we get here, we usually turn it up to 72, 74, whatever.
Yeah.
But then when I leave at the end of the day, I drop it back down to 70. And then that means in the morning when I get here, it's usually cold. But this morning I walked in, I'm like, wait a second now. I don't feel like it's 70 in here. So we'll see how it goes. But it says it's working. So how was yesterday? What'd you do yesterday?
It was good. I had a client meeting right after the show. Just kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
You know, like being gone, you want to catch up and make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yep.
So I did that. I ran some errands. I did get blood work done, and the lady at Quest was an angel.
Okay.
She was so sweet. She was so nice, and
if you're nice to them, I feel like they're not used to seeing that. So they're like, oh my gosh, you're
honestly,
nice.
I've always had like a good experience with Quest. I've had like one issue, but they like solved it immediately, you know? So I don't know. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, I did go pick up the kids. They're doing a dog camp.
Yeah. Are they loving it?
They are so obsessed.
So it's like a dog training.
Yeah, so it's like a canine camp.
Okay.
And so they learn about like therapy dogs and how to train dogs. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so it's really cool. So I picked them up, and obviously they were very excited to talk about that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's awesome, though. That's cool. That's like a different type thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm like, it's so worth it
Yeah.
for them to, because every morning, like, they're excited to go. And
Yeah, and just not doing the same old thing, you know, where you do arts and crafts, or then, which is great, or you
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
outside and kick a ball around or whatever. Like you're learning something pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Did
awesome.
you get your yard work done?
I did. It was hot. Man.
Yeah.
So I was here longer than I had planned yesterday. But that's the way it always works. That's why I come in so early.
I know.
Because if you come in early, nobody's here, so they can't ask you to do things.
Yeah.
And I just have a lot going on, and
Mhm.
I've got to get better at putting stuff back in my calendar. I stopped doing it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then because I was getting too many calendar invites,
Mhm.
and I was tired of the little bloop, 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 bloop,
Yes,
every 2
during
seconds.
the show. And
Every 2 seconds. So I stopped putting things in my calendar, but that's a bad idea because I forget that I'm supposed to do things.
yeah.
So yeah, I was here a little longer than I had anticipated, but I still did get out in time to start the yard before it started raining.
Good.
And then I had a little confrontation with a snake. But I won because I'm human.
Did you get a shovel?
I did get a
Oh
shovel.
my god.
And I know.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, you shouldn't kill snakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was all like bowed up, like it was ready to bite at me.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
And I don't know what kind of snake it was, but it wasn't a typical, like if I
Like a
usually
garden snake?
Yeah, if I see like a little black racer or whatever, I'm like, whatever, because I know it's just gonna leave.
Mhm.
But this one was like,
You felt threatened.
his head was tilted back and
All
it
right.
was shaking his tail around. I'm like, oh, that's how we're gonna play this game.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and had to take care of it. So.
Well, there you go.
Plus, if that thing ended up in my porch, which it was very close into my back.
Oh, yeah,
porch,
your dog.
my dog, my wife, they would lose their minds.
Mhm.
So if somebody's got to go,
So you saved the day.
right, it's got to be the snake. I'm sorry. And I know Tessa, when you wake up over in Utah, you're gonna cuss me out on Instagram because Tessa has a pet snake, and I get
Yeah.
it. That's fine.
Well, you had to be a hero yesterday.
Right. I don't. Circle of life. Top of the food chain. That's what happens.
No, I hear
So
ya.
yeah, so I did my yard work. I did get caught in the rain for like a little bit, but that's okay because I needed to cool off. It was hot.
Yeah.
So hot yesterday. And then my wife and I walked around the neighborhood. They're building a new road that connects my side of the town to Claremont. It goes all the way
Oh,
out.
that's cool.
It's not open yet, but the sidewalk is done.
Mhm.
Even though it says sidewalk closed, we went back there anyway because we wanted to see.
Ooh.
Man, I wish I would have bought property out there years ago. It's so pretty, and
I
now it's
know.
all going to be houses and apartments, and it's so disgusting. But it's going to be like there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Well, that's how it's like in like Nona.
Yes.
You know.
I know. I wish I would have bought that such a long time ago. Anyway, didn't do it. So we did that, and then we don't have anything to watch on TV right now, so we're watching Family Feud every night while we eat.
Which is a good one.
It's fun because we play along, but it's like, oh, I've seen this family before. Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen this family before.
Do you know what you should watch? The Nation's Dumbest. That show with like Steve-O and all that. Yeah.
I have it on my DVR
Okay.
because I don't stay up that late.
Okay.
But I have it on because I think it's on at 9.
Yeah. So the
'Cause-
next episode is tonight, but it's funny because it's like these, you know, when we play Smarter Than Your Hood?
Yep.
It's like these celebrities playing Smarter Than Your Hood.
Right. Yeah.
So it's pretty funny.
And so we do MasterChef. So
Okay.
we've been seeing the promos
Yeah.
for that. So we added that to the DVR. So, but we don't watch MasterChef real time either because I don't want to stay up till 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because I'm old.
I gotcha.
Well, I'm tired.
Yeah,
so
we get up at,
Yeah.
you know.
So we did that, and my wife cooked up some shrimps and stuff, and we watched some TV, and that was pretty much it. And then I had to do some graphic work for here, but I fell asleep doing it, so I had to finish it this morning.
That's fine.
So whatever. Yeah, whatever. We start off every day finding out what you guys want to talk about, what's on your mind. Hit us up, anything you want to talk about. We don't do politics, we don't do traffic, because we know both of those things suck all the time. There's nothing you can do about that. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can hit us up on the XL Mobile. That's 41067, and it's and it's powered by Dan Newland, injury attorney. So you can hit us up there as well. What is on your mind? We'll get your Wednesday started in just a few minutes on Johnny's house. Olivia Dean on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House. It is Wednesday morning, 6:37. Johnny's still out on vacation. I talked to him briefly yesterday.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. I said, man, I don't want to bother you with work stuff.
Yeah, of course.
He's doing some behind the scenes stuff anyway. This, working on some stuff with the school supplies. But yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm trying to not stress too much about work because he's trying to just relax. Went and visited the family and everything. So he'll tell you all about it when he gets back. But yeah, he's good. So yeah, did that yesterday for a little bit. There are still a few more spots on the Rum Bus. I was dealing with that yesterday too. Some last minute details over at Teak, getting that all set up for our brunch before we head over to Lakeland for the craft distillery over at Lugo's Craft Distillery Tour. You can check that out, get some free samples, see how they make everything, including the Yoho spiced rum. So there's still a few spots left. We're going to have a food truck over there this time.
Oh, nice.
Because last time you ate brunch at Teak, that's included in your ticket, which was great. But then you don't eat all day. And then you having,
drinks
rum
and then
old
people,
fashions and whatnot. And so we're going to offer some food options over at the distillery this time. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'm trying to put together what I'm going to throw in the bag for people. Last time I did a little mini bottle of Yoho with like a special label on it. I mean, I feel like I should do that again. I don't know. We'll see.
That's cute. So I think you should.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with what to put into the bag. But there's still a few spots left. Not a lot, just a couple of spots left. So you can go to xl1067.com. It's right there on the front page. Joe, finding out what is on your mind. Some people text over to the XL Mobile, and I have to look this up because someone said something about a trend. And I think I saw this where they're asking you what you were like in 2016, right?
Yes,
so 10 years ago, because I see people posting pictures. And I saw someone post one as far back as like when they were a kid. I'm like, I don't have any of those.
Yeah. So it's funny though, because it's like every 10 years. So like people are posting like now what they are like, and then 2016, and then it's like I don't know what it was. It was like 2006, and then it was like 1996. And
is it bad that I can only go as far back as social media will let me go?
No, I mean the only reason why I still have some pictures from like the 90s is because obviously my parents kept all of the pictures, and so like I take pictures of the picture.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I don't have any of that.
I know.
Like, I wish I did. I get so aggravated that I don't.
But it's so cool because like people are posting, they're like, I've always been a G or whatever, and it's like them in 96, and it's just like, they're the cutest little kid or something.
Yeah.
But it's just how you change like each generation, like every 10 years.
Yeah, I do have one. I have very few old pictures of me. I do have one though where I was in high school and I was still rocking the Miami Hurricanes.
Really?
The OG Hurricane shirt. Now I did have a little porn stash because I thought that was cool because I could grow a little hair on my face. So that's a little embarrassing. But yeah, I have that one. That one is old. That one is going to be early 90s.
Yeah.
For that one.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, this 2016 was pre-kids for me.
Oh yeah.
Because my kids are turning 8 this year. So, that was pre-kids for me. That was
life was different.
A lot different.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So it's crazy to see like back then.
2016. I don't even. It's so hard to look at and see. I'm trying to go back through my Instagram and find out when 2016 was.
I know.
So that's all pre-COVID.
I know.
Because that hit in 2020. So I mean, literally, the world in general was just different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back
then. But like, if you go to Facebook, do you have anything? Because I know obviously you posted stuff for the show 10 years ago.
Oh, that's true. So
I would go back to like Facebook.
And we could see where we were. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you could do that. That's an easy way.
And I think that's where like a lot of people are getting some of these pictures from.
Probably.
It's just like Facebook memories.
So 10 years ago, my son and I 10 years ago, we took a road trip to Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
To see my aunt and uncle. And he was a kid. I got pictures of us doing the mascot games.
Oh.
Because I used to be a coach for the mascot games every year at the Kia Center.
Because he was what, like 15?
10 years ago?
No,
he was 11.
He was 11, yeah.
10 years ago.
He just turned 21.
He was 11.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, we took a road trip, we went to Madame Tussauds. I have pictures of that. Him taking a picture of Barack Obama.
Let me see what I was doing 10 years ago.
And I'm trying to see if I can go back 10 years before that, but I don't know that or Facebook's going to go back 10 years. I don't think they'll go back 10 years before that. I got 15 years ago.
Okay, and
let's see. Yep. Well, I got 15 years ago. I have that we were on vacation. People were sending us come back.
Yeah.
So
10 years ago, I was in San Diego doing bottomless mimosas.
oh, right on.
Yeah, I
there
mean,
right now.
a lot of it is just concerts or random things.
Yeah. All right, so let's look back. Where were you 10 years ago? And if you can go back further, 20 years ago, hit us up, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text the XL Mobile, that's 41067, and hit send. That's powered by attorney Dan Newland. Got tickets to check out Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center, and they're bringing your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new dome. It's going on through August 1st. The full lineup and tickets at osc.org, but we'll get you tickets now. Where were you? What were you up to 10 years ago? And if you can go back further, 20 years ago, want to hear from you in about 6 minutes on Johnny's House. Bruno Mars on Orlando's number one hit music station, XL 1067. Wednesday morning at 6:53. You are listening to Johnny's House. Going to be hot again today. Only a 10% chance of rain, though, which is nice. It's not so bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, hot is just what it's going to be for the rest of the summer. So if you're doing something outside, try to find some shade, drink a little water, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Someone hit us up on the XL Mobile talking about this trend where you look back 10 years, you look back 20 years, and kind of where were you, what were you doing? It's crazy. I was talking to Ray during the break. If I go back 20 years, my son was just born. He was only 1 year old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I lived in Leesburg, and my wife and I really didn't like each other because that was pre-separation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like actually right before we got
separated.
Yeah.
I mean, almost. I was in high school because
20 years ago.
Yeah, because 17 years ago.
Yeah.
I graduate. No, so I wasn't in high school.
20 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm like, hold on, wait. What? The math is not mathing in my head right now.
Because that'd be 2000. 20 years ago. What would be 2006?
Yeah, and I was in high school.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. 2006. I had just been here full time for 3 years, so I hadn't been here that long.
It just goes by so quick, too.
It really does. I know. It's so funny. One of our really good friends who she grew up, I went to high school with her, and her daughter grew up with my son. They're the same age. And so we used to go to the movies together all the time. And I got pictures of them together when they were kids and everything. She just turned 21 yesterday.
Oh.
So happy birthday, Marley. And it's crazy now. She dances at the theme parks. She's in all these big productions and everything. But I remember her as a little girl. I used to hang out with my son when he was a little dude. And so now it's like they're both doing their thing and they're 21 and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, it's going to go by so quickly. Like now that I have kids, but now like, I don't know. It feels like it's going by so slow, but it is going to fly by.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. I mean, even now from them when they were born, I remember going to visit them in the NICU until they're 8. Like, what's that all
Isn't
about?
that crazy?
It is crazy. So today, go ahead and take a look back. Look 10 years, look 20 years. And see where you were. Now, Facebook Memories is going to show you no matter what. Some of those are a little embarrassing.
My statuses are horrendous.
Dude, I cringe because some of them are song lyrics.
Most of mine are song lyrics.
And when I get to the point where my wife and I were separated, oh my gosh.
Depressed.
Oh, and passive aggressive. It was my place to vent. It's so bad.
And you did like vague booking.
Oh, and I always think to myself, I hope these memories don't pop up in anyone else's memories. Because I don't tag people in anything.
No, they usually don't.
So as long as you didn't tag anybody, they shouldn't pop up in anything. I'm like, oh gosh, these are so bad. Yeah. So if you really want to cringe today, look back at your Facebook memories from 10, 20 years ago. So it's crazy because like 10 years ago, I think is when Vine died. Remember Vine? That was like the first viral video thing. That's when they announced they were discontinuing Vine.
That's right.
And that was before Reels and Instagram stories.
I loved Vine.
Me too. I was a big fan of Vine. I think 2016, so 10 years ago, that's when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard got divorced. And that wasn't the trial, but that's when they got divorced. So that's when Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie got divorced. I looked that up. So that was just crazy.
Man, I still was so obsessed with that Johnny Depp trial.
Pokemon Go. That's when people were chasing Pokemon everywhere.
That's when it started.
That's when it blew up.
Okay.
I have a photo of me in Jamaica looking for Pokemon in the ocean in Jamaica.
Yeah, my kids still play it on their tablets.
My son still plays it. We were in Las Vegas and he was looking for Pokemon, which is crazy. So yeah, take a look back at 10 years, 20 years. You're going to cringe a little bit. On the XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call attorney Dan Newland. Someone said 10 years ago, they were unhappily married and 200 pounds heavier.
Woo!
And 20 years ago, they were a single mom of a 3-year-old. So I don't know where they're at now, but I'm assuming if they were 200 pounds heavier, then they're doing much better now.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Good for you.
So yeah. Take a look back today. It's interesting and a little cringeworthy. Yeah. What are you working on? Celebrity news.
I guess Travis Kelce did some singing at the wedding.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. We'll talk about it.
All right. After Somber and back to Friends, it's Johnny's House. So Wednesday morning, 6:57.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so I guess Jason Kelce and Travis Kelce, they have their podcast, so they're always talking about everything.
Yeah, New Heights.
Yes, which you can hear on the iHeartRadio app. Jason Kelce gave his brother some props for always being able to carry a tune, and he praised his singing to Taylor Swift at their wedding reception. So as we talk about more details as they slowly come out, having a podcast, like these things are going to start coming out.
Yeah, of course.
Because you talk for a living, or not for a living, but you talk on a podcast.
That's what Jason Kelce does now. That's his living.
Yeah. So, but I guess Ross Tucker called Travis a good singer as well. And said that he would have believed singing was his profession. And I'm like, okay, you're giving him a little too much credit, but who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
True. It's unfair for me to say that, but I doubt very seriously that he's like rivaling Ed Sheeran.
So Jason was teasing his younger brother, Travis, about like, he obviously in comparison to who he's marrying, obviously Taylor Swift. But Taylor herself was one of the performers that night as well. So I guess they did a duet together.
That's funny.
Is what I'm hearing.
Okay, because I thought everyone thought she would perform. Like, would she jump up and do a song?
Yeah.
And that's cool. They did something together.
Yeah, so they did a duet, which would be really fun for the guest. But Stevie Nicks, Paul McCartney, Adam Sandler, obviously they were there. They did karaoke as well as what we're hearing. Karaoke performances,
That's
Sierra,
fun. Okay,
Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae. So these professional singers are doing karaoke.
So I mean, that's kind of like stacking the deck. Like I as a regular guest to the wedding, I'd be like, ooh, I can't follow.
Heck no,
Tate McRae.
Like I hope they finish the karaoke, because
or you sprinkle in one here and there, but I don't want to be the one following one of them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're hearing more creative things that happened like during the wedding, which is really cool.
That's fun.
And like I said, it's all slowly going to start coming out.
Yeah.
We have the ratings or the viewing records for the World Cup.
It's got to be big.
Yes. So massive viewership, obviously, for both Fox and Telemundo.
Yep.
So the World Cup final between Argentina and Spain was watched by 62 million people just in the United States.
That's crazy.
So breaking ratings records for both networks. Fox averaged 38 million viewers for Sunday's final.
Okay.
And NBC Universal Spanish language broadcaster Telemundo, they brought in 23 million.
Okay, that's a lot.
It was massive.
Yeah.
As well as like Peacock had it on. And according to Nielsen, 38.9 million viewers tuned in to watch. Fox basically set that record.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, people were interested. And I feel like, I don't know if it's because I'm older or not older, but like this World Cup was very hyped.
Yeah, it was.
Very hyped everywhere you went.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the first one in the U.S. Since social media has been around. Because we've had it before, but there was no social media back then.
Yeah.
So, and I think we got to follow along with people that were coming to America for the first time. And that was a kind of a cool story.
Yeah.
And we were decent. I mean, we made a decent run.
We did.
The United States.
We went further than we expected.
Yeah, that was a good story. Messi is the best player in the world, and this might be his last run. So I think there was some good stories to it. I enjoyed watching everything, and I know iHeart carried all of it on the iHeart app too.
Which is
so
really cool.
They had a ton of people listening on that. So.
But Justin Bieber, obviously, he performed Everything Hallelujah, which, by the way, I still don't think that was the best decision. But anyways, who am I? But he received a huge boost for that song, obviously, on all of streaming platforms. What they're saying is there was like a 240% increase. So like, even if you weren't a Justin Bieber fan before or heard that song from his latest albums, you heard it and you probably went to like go listen to it and all of that.
I mean, I wanted to hear One Less Lonely Girl or One Time or Baby or something like that.
That's what I wanted to hear. I'm just glad it was something new because he does have great new music.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But obviously Madonna, BTS, Shakira, Burna Boy, they also had a ton of spikes because of them performing as well.
Now, I had heard that Madonna was a little worried about Justin Bieber upstaging her, and that's why he was kind of forced to do the little slow song so she could do her big upbeat thing. That's what I had heard.
Oh,
there was a little feud back behind
Why do we always
scenes.
gotta have drama?
That's what I had heard.
Why we always, if anything, she should be worried about Shakira. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that she didn't want.
But listen, maybe
Justin
they weren't
Bieber
worried about anything, and that's just
to pop
tabloids.
star her, and so she had to do her pop thing, and they made him do his little guitar thing. That's what I heard.
Nope, I think that they were all very excited to be there. It was the World Cup. It was a great opportunity for all of them.
Yeah, and he's actually really low key now.
Yes.
Just his latest things have been him just being way more just chill.
And he's come out saying, don't expect a big production from me. If I'm going to perform anywhere, it's going to be me singing.
No, I wanted the Britney Spears headset.
Nope.
Coming out doing the baby with the shiny clothes and the dances. I wanted that.
I think it was perfect.
Ludacris come out and do the verse. I wanted that.
Yeah. It was great, but I'm glad that they're getting a little spike from it.
Yeah, that's cool. And it's the first ever halftime show.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've turned it into an American thing because that's what we do.
Course.
We do halftime shows. That's what we do.
It just needs to be a little bit longer.
Or you take less people. Like you didn't need 4 people, and then the chorus with the kids, which can't cut that out because you got to have the kids jumping around with the love and all that stuff. So if someone had to go, I already told you. I think Madonna and Shakira. Done. BTS, Justin Bieber would be enough.
But Shakira is just worldwide.
I know. I already got cursed out for saying that. That's fine. That's my opinion. I'm not having.
No, I agree. You're allowed to have it.
But I want more from Justin Bieber, though. If I'm going to cut out Madonna and Shakira, I'm going to need One Time and One Less Lonely Girl and all that stuff.
All right, I'll tell his people.
All right, you let his people know. Going to find out what is trending in the world. We will do that after Zara Larson. It's Midnight Sun. It's Johnny's House, 7:06 on a Wednesday morning. Zara Larson on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. Wednesday morning is 7:09. You are listening to Johnny's House. What's trending? It's brought to you by Pineapple Healthcare. Locations in Orlando, Kissimmee, and Lakeland. Pineapple Healthcare. We are better together. Yesterday, we talked about the boo-boo lettuce.
Yes, we did.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy said that a multi-state outbreak is under control now.
Great. Because I really want to eat some berries again.
It was one of the first public comments on the whole parasite situation. Said officials have done extensive research, identified the source, and worked with companies involved to implement a recall. But I haven't heard any recall companies yet.
No, I just have heard companies being called out.
Yes, but then over the weekend, that Taylor Farms was a big one.
Yes.
But then they determined that was a false positive. Taylor Farms said it was informed the agency made a mistake. So I haven't heard of anything. So maybe they're keeping it like behind the scenes on what they're recalling. But that's not how recalls work.
Yeah.
Because I need to know what I got in my fridge needs to go back. So they said,
I want my money back if I can't eat it.
We're going to give you a little voucher so you can get a different kind, I think. Officials say they're still investigating other cases and possible sources. No other source has been found for the infections reported in 29 states. So, but they say it's under control.
You said 4,000? Is that how many cases there's been?
Total, it didn't say a number of cases. Just I know it was in the thousands.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they don't have a number on here. So they say it's under control, though. So eat your lettuce, unless you got like a recall notification. Maybe they told you if you bought it. I don't know how they would know you bought that specific lettuce or whatever. But
no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
But they say it's under control. This is something to watch because it could happen here, although I doubt it. French lawmakers approved a bill banning children under 15 from using social media. So France is the first European country to pass this blanket ban. So under the law, children under 15 could not open new accounts starting on September 1st. And they have until January 27 to close their existing accounts.
I don't see that happening ever here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we know our rights.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't cover online encyclopedias or educational directories, just any sort of social media. They say, obviously, it's a free speech issue, but I don't know. And I'm not sure how you're going to be able to enforce it anyway. Let's be honest. Like you could put age stuff on whatever you want.
Unless you submit a permit or something, like here in the United States, you get a permit after 15 and then you can submit that ID or I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, there are like verification things where it makes you send your ID and all that stuff. I mean, that's the only way. And even then there's ways around that. I mean, if you really want to get into social media. So I don't know. And this is funny because this has been floating around and Ray brought it up this morning. There's a new toy that's about to hit the market. It's called the My Mini Baby Mom and Surprise Doll.
Yeah.
So it's a pregnant Barbie-style doll with a removable stomach, and the stomach contains a very realistic amniotic sac with a tiny plastic baby and slime inside.
It's very disturbing, and I don't know why my algorithm keeps popping it up on my social media like I'm going to go and buy this for my kids.
So I guess to birth the baby, you remove the stomach, you pull out the sac, you squeeze it, and the baby pops out. Then you flip the stomach and put it back, and now it's flat.
Yeah.
She's not pregnant no more.
Yeah, it's basically a real life birthing experiment for children.
And it's a one-time thing where you can't put the baby back, just like in real life. You can't put the baby back. Now, who knows? Maybe they'll upgrade it so you can have multiple baby daddies. I don't know.
That is so crazy.
It's available for pre-order in the UK now. I'm not sure when it's going to be available in the United States, but that is crazy. That is wild.
It's very disturbing. If you haven't seen like the video of them demonstrating it.
Would you buy it for your kid?
I would buy it for myself, not for my kids. I mean, maybe I would show my kids and be like, hey, this is how you were in my stomach, but I had two of you. Like maybe.
I get it. I think it oversimplifies everything.
It does.
Obviously. Like, oh, look, your water broke.
But it is just like the slime and all that.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's one of the, I guess, weirder toys.
Obviously. Does it say how much it's going to be?
It doesn't say. It's available for pre-order right now in the UK. So I don't know if it's going to be. It has to be a little bit more expensive than a regular Barbie.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, and I don't know much about the toy itself. Like, okay, so you're doing the anatomically correct baby thing, but there ain't nothing else anatomically correct. How did it get there?
No.
Because even the man and the woman got flat fronts. So,
but then also, are you going to create a Barbie with like breast milk in it now and like all these other things?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, where do we stop this?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. So obviously this one is kind of crazy. What other toys do you think are just kind of out there, kind of weird?
I mean, I always think about you and Johnny talking about the wood burning kits.
Oh yeah, it was a branding iron, basically, is what it was.
The fact that there was a wood burning utensil that
you plugged it
children could use.
You plugged it in. It was it looked like I guess kind of like a curling iron would be like the shape of it.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, it had ceramic point, And then out of that came a metal, well, basically blade that got hot.
And you could burn it into the wood.
You burn designs into wood, or yourself, or your friends.
Oh my.
Jailhouse tattoos.
Yeah, that is so crazy
Whatever.
to me. I think the craziest one the easy bake oven, obviously, like
Right.
that. But the burning element was just like a light bulb. So it wasn't so crazy.
I mean, you could hurt yourself, but yeah, it wasn't too wild.
But that was like the most real life thing that I had as a kid.
The wood burning kit is wild. I don't know that obviously today. I know there used to be like some atomic lab that you could buy that had like literal nuclear stuff in it.
Oh, great.
This was way back in the day.
Because that's what we need.
Yeah. So, okay, we got the pregnant doll. What other crazy toys that you wouldn't believe existed did you have or have you seen? Hit us up 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067, and hit send. Got tickets to check out the Goo Goo Dolls at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. So all you have to do is hit us up. Crazy toys that are crazier than the pregnant Barbie. What have you seen? Call us and let us know on Johnny's House. Dua Lipa on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. It is Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning at 7:29. We are talking about this My Mini Baby Mom and Surprise doll. It's a pregnant doll where you can take out the stomach, got a little sack in there, you squish the
slime out,
and then the little baby comes out, flip the stomach over, and it's flat again. They need to come up with a My Mini Baby Mom and Surprise doll Maury stage setup where you can find out who the father is.
Yeah.
Because how do we know? We don't know. Everybody got a whole bunch of flat fronts banging together. And all of a sudden, now we got a little baby coming out. We need to know who is the daddy. So we're talking about weird toys, toys you can't believe actually existed. I got a lot of text to the XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland and a rec need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said 2 of them that I had, a rubber band shooting gun. It was like a gun that you could wrap rubber bands and shoot them. And they had a Cabbage Patch Kid that you could feed, but it would like when you would put it near the mouth, it would like the little motor would start. So if you put your finger near the mouth,
it would bite you. Yes,
yes.
I do remember that.
Yes.
It would clamp down on your finger and it wouldn't let go.
Yep. Someone said lawn darts. We had those. They called them jarts. It was a mix between javelin and dart.
Oh.
You set up a circle and 20 yards apart, whatever it might be. And then you had a red set and a yellow set. So I stood on one side, Ray. You stood on the other side. I'd take my red darts. I would throw them up in the air and try to land them in that circle.
Yeah. My grandma actually still has hers.
Yeah.
From I don't even know when.
Yeah. But then kids would throw them straight up in the air and they would come straight back down, obviously.
And hit somebody.
Hit them in the head. Boom, done.
Oh, my God.
Maybe I miss. I hit your foot. Now you're done. And I think the craziest one from the XL Mobile, Lala Loopsy Potty Surprise. It is a creepy doll. It really is. And you feed the doll, and then you put it on a little toilet, and it poops out jewelry.
I mean.
In fact, the slogan is, it's potty time. I magically poop surprises.
I think it's funny. I mean, it's a cute little concept. It poops out jewelry.
It's weird.
It is very weird.
It's weird.
I mean, on social media, they have somebody actually on the live stream was talking about kabangers. Trisha
I don't know what that is.
So when I had kabangers, it was like 2 glass balls on a string, and you would like hit them upside, like you would hit them together.
I think they were called clackers back in the day.
Yeah. So that's what I thought like kabangers were. And then somebody brought up the aqua dots and how there was like a period of aqua dots where they were toxic.
Yeah.
And like when I say they were toxic, if you swallowed it, like if a child swallowed the aqua balls, it would be GHB.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be metabolized as GHB.
I remember that news story. Everyone was freaking out over aqua dots.
Which is crazy because it was like in the early 2000s. This wasn't in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
No.
It was the 2000s where this happened.
Some chemical that they put on the outside. And it was fine until you ate it.
Yeah.
And once you ate it, you got a little date rapey.
That is insane to me. Also, sky dancers. My sister and I had sky dancers.
Those were those like little dolls. You shoot them up and they spin.
Yes.
And they have like skirts on so that they have flowers or whatever.
And like they were like basically fairies that you would just like spin off of the thing. And my sister and I would shoot them at each other's heads.
Yes.
So obviously it was our problem. They weren't meant to be dangerous, but
most toys that are bad, except for the aqua dots, which turn into GHB, are because you use them wrong. Like for the most part, like even my wood burning kit, if you do what you're supposed to do with it, you're burning wood.
But you're just putting this in a child's hands.
Yeah, no, we branded each other
them to
with
just
it.
be like, okay.
Yeah, no, we get it real hot and chase each other around with it. Yeah.
I did look up some other ones from like the 70s because those are crazy to me too. There was a gay bob.
Oh,
there
really?
was a gay bob marketed as the first gay doll. I'm like, that's great. In the 70s.
Way ahead of its time.
I know, but I guess it was very like controversial, obviously, and like a media sensation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Huh.
Gay Bob.
Interesting. It's a Gay Bob and a Lala Loopsy Poopsy thing. And then this doll that has the baby. Put that all together for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a solid set of
Listen,
Christmas.
if you can find a Gay Bob, I want it.
Yeah. You might be able to, like on eBay or something.
They're probably like $500.
Probably. I'm going to look it up and find out. There's these videos that have been popping up in my feed. I know it's the algorithm because I watch one. When you watch one, they're all going to get sent to you. And they're making me absolutely insane. Like I get so mad that I'm actually yelling at my phone. I'm like, seriously, shut up. I'll tell you about those videos and I want to find out about stuff that you're just tired of hearing or seeing. After Justin Bieber, it's Daisies. It's Johnny's House on XL 1067. Justin Bieber on Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 1067. Johnny's house, 7:36 on a Wednesday morning. So we were just talking about the crazy toys.
Yeah.
And Ray brought up Gay Bob.
Yeah.
So I found Gay Bob that's for sale.
Yeah.
Gay Bob is interesting.
He is very interesting. He has a realistic package.
Yeah, no, there's a picture of it hanging out of his pants.
Oh my gosh.
What's crazy is this was 1977, this says. And the marketing is like really on point, on brand. Like the box is a closet. So you come out of the closet with Gay Bob and you take him out of the closet.
I mean, I'm just surprised that this was even produced.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where like it came from.
But the branding, it just says, remember, if Gay Bob has encouraged you to come out of the closet, you can.
Oh, and they have another one. I guess Gay Bob had friends. They have original Billy doll, Gay Carlos the Sailor. Nah, I don't like him. I'm sticking with Gay Bob.
That's
1997.
insane.
Wow, you can buy them on eBay. I that's crazy. Way ahead of its time, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's wild. All right, so got off track just a little bit. Sorry.
Seriously.
I was watching videos this morning as I go through and just look for stuff to talk about. And over the last couple of weeks, these have been popping up in my feed. And I actually have replied to some of them on X because I get so frustrated with these. There's a ton of videos out now. And maybe, like I said, it's because of my algorithm. So it's what's just feeding into it. Because I watched one. Once you watch one, you're getting all of them.
Yeah.
And it's athletes and some actors talking about how, and I'll just use one as an example, $100 million isn't as much money as you think it is. And then they start breaking down all the reasons it's not as much money as us common folk think it is. We got to pay taxes, and we got to pay a manager, and we got to pay this, and so that 100 million really is only 60 million.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm a nerd, so I looked it up. Like the average person in their entire life will make about $3.5 million. Your entire life, from the time you're 18 working to the time you are 65 retired, you're going to make about $3.5 million.
And some people work longer than that.
Yes. And some people make less than that. Now, obviously, some make more. But they're talking about, well, my window to earn money is only 5 years, 6 years. I'm like, so you're going to make $100 million in 6 years.
If you can't make that work.
If you can't make $3 million over 6 years work, you're doing it wrong.
That's a problem.
Us common folk over an entire lifetime only make $3 million. And we don't get free stuff handed to us all of the time.
And so they're just like complaining.
It's like the woe is me. Oh my gosh, you guys don't understand. You see the $100 million and you think it's $100 million, but it's really not. And we have to make that stretch our entire life. I'm like, it just drives me crazy. So and now that I've watched one, they've all popped up in my feed. Your old friend Dwight Howard's on one of them.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
And he just talks, well, I mean, he's got like 17 babies, so I can see why $100 million might not be enough to him.
And that's what drives me crazy, because some of this is personal choices you're making. Because newsflash, we all pay taxes. So we all have life expenses that we have to deal with as well. Just like you do. We just don't get $100 million over 7 years.
No.
We get $3 million if we're lucky over 40 years.
And there's a thing called living outside of your means.
Right.
Like if you have $100 million, but you're living like a billionaire, again, that's your fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like, I got to buy this house. I got to have this house. No, you don't gotta. You chose to do that. It drives me absolutely crazy. I'm sick of seeing them, but they keep popping up because I keep watching them. So I want to know what have you seen or heard lately that you're just tired of hearing or seeing? Because I've seen literally 7, 8, 9 of these from actors even. I'm like, all of you just so out of touch, especially with how tough it is right now financially for everybody. It's just so crazy. So I'm just sick of seeing it. So what is something that you are tired of seeing, you're tired of hearing, you don't want to see it or hear it anymore? Do you have anything?
I'm just kind of sick of people saying that AI is going to be replacing our jobs. I feel like I hear that more and more, and I think that's just like more of a personal thing. And I'm just like, if you only did your research, it's very impossible.
Yeah.
Not very impossible, but it's very...
Well, there's been a lot of this comes around every time something new pops up.
Yeah.
The radio's dead conversation. It drives me crazy.
Yes.
Because I want to argue with everybody, but you can't argue.
But that's
with
like a personal one for me.
Yeah.
But I would say, this is very, very petty though.
That's okay.
The fact that I have to open up my phone and do a QR code for like a menu at places.
Okay, just tired of seeing that.
I don't know why. I'm tired of seeing it. Like, this is a QR code for this, QR code for this, QR code for that.
I think that was one of the negatives of COVID.
Yeah.
Is it made it very easy to make everything no touch points.
I know, but I really want.
I like menus.
I want to hold it. I want to hold and
like
read
menus.
and scan over it over and over and over again.
And if the phone signal sucks, sometimes it doesn't even open.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
No,
and then sometimes like the QR code, it I don't know, is faulty, or people are putting scams over the QR codes where you'll get scammed.
I'm with you.
So everything's a QR code.
Tired
I'm sick
of
of
seeing
it.
all the QR codes everywhere. All right. What are you tired of hearing or seeing? It could be anything. It could be the QR code thing. It could be a video or something you see on social media all the time. Whatever it is, it's totally up to you. Got Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center, bringing your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new dome. It's going on through August 1st. You can see the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org. So if you'd like to check out Stellar Nights, we want to hear from you. What you're just tired of hearing, you're tired of seeing. Hit us up, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. That's 41067 and hit send. You're tired of hearing it. You're tired of seeing it. Got tickets to Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center. We'll do that next on Johnny's House. Bruno Mars on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 106.7. Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning. It is 7:52. We're talking about things that you are just tired of seeing or hearing. I'm getting these videos of celebrities, athletes talking about how $100 million isn't as much as we common folk think that it is.
Yeah, I hate to result in like violence, but like that makes me want to punch somebody.
It really does.
I heard them say that
Like,
to me.
My thing is like, how you can't be that dumb. Like you really can't.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know a lot of them didn't go to college. That doesn't, mean,
and a lot of them might not have grown up with money.
And I understand that should even make it more logical that what you're saying is crazy because it's insane.
I agree.
It's insane. So what are you tired of hearing or seeing people say all of the time? Travis, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
All right. What are you tired of seeing or hearing from people?
Mostly just on social media. I'm just kind of tired of seeing people tear other people down for enjoying something, whether it be a movie you like, a TV show, an artist, and people like to tell you why you're so dumb for enjoying that. It's just unnecessary negativity. Just let people enjoy things.
Yeah, I think you just look like you're trying to be funny or witty or whatever, but people like what they like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just let them do it. If it makes them happy, good for them, and move on.
Right. As long as it doesn't affect you. Like I like Beverly Hills 90210. I'm not trying to make you watch it.
I totally agree with that. There's things I like that people aren't into, and vice versa. And I just let it be, and we move on.
Yeah, right. We don't have to argue about it. You don't have to like it, and you don't have to like that I like it. Just be quiet.
Exactly. Just let people be happy.
All right. Thanks for calling, Travis. Hang on 1 second. All right. Evo, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
What are you sick of seeing or hearing?
So honestly, it's all of the sports betting and gambling apps.
Hold on now.
Unsolicited on every single, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a YouTube video. I was scrolling on TikTok and of somebody I follow actually had a hidden ad in that nobody really knew until the end, where he's like, oh, I did it on Kalshi, and I was like, okay, well,
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't fully understand all of the poly market type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily fully understand it because I've never tried. But I do love me some Hard Rock
betting. But it is kind of confusing though, of like people that are able to bet on things when it's like that, like a teleprompter guy betting on a speech, that I saw that recently.
That's why I'm cool with the Hard Rock bet part. Look, I want to bet on soccer. I'm going to go bet on soccer. It's not all these crazy offshoot weird, betting on what someone's going to say next or what they might say next or how many times I'm going to say good morning.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like for his example, he was saying Love Island.
That's wild.
So
that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, oh, I can bet on Love Island. It's like, oh no, like that's a little out there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right, hold on, Evo. Yes, for me, I'm down with the same game parlays on Hard Rock Bet. That makes it fun to me. But now again, that's straight betting. I know I want to bet. I go to Hard Rock Bet and do it. This other stuff is kind of all over the place. Like you can bet on literally anything. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You have anything over there?
Yeah. So it's actually never mind. It's all about politicians. So.
Hey, look.
I was gonna read that, and then I was like,
no matter what side you're on, I'm sick of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm sick of just about all of them. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check? It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Let's see. I'm tired of seeing people say we're going to run out of water because of AI.
Oh, yeah.
Data centers, man, are taking up all the water, though. That's what I was told on an infomercial. Let's see. I'm tired of seeing people flip that screen around to tip on everything.
Everything.
I agree with that as well. Let's see. I'm so sick of hearing people say must be nice from fellow common folk. Like I work all the time. So I prioritize my work-life balance and work hard. So it's not that it must be nice. I work for it.
Like you should be able to enjoy the things that you work hard for.
Yes, without people doing that.
Yeah.
Someone said they're sick and tired of seeing gymfluencers as well. I feel like those have peaked and have started to fall off a little bit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because no one is buying what you're posting anymore. Like we don't believe it. Like because we've seen now the other side of it, like we've seen videos of them videoing. So it's not like legit.
I mean, I do like the gym influencers though, because they do give me like motivation to be like, okay, get out there and do something.
There are good ones
that
are actually giving you workout tips and everything. And then there are other ones that are not.
Yeah.
I think those are the ones that are kind of falling off and getting exposed a little bit. All right, let's hook up Travis. We'll hook up Travis with tickets to see Stellar Nights at Orlando Science Center. Bring your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new Dome through August 1st. See the lineup, grab some tickets, osc.org. Ray, what you working on in celebrity news?
Harry Styles having to cancel some shows.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it in about 3 minutes. It's Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning.
All right, so Harry Styles suddenly had to cancel his show last night in Brazil, and it says due to a health issue. And this usually it's like rescheduled, but this one was straight up canceled.
Really?
So according to an announcement from Live Nation Brazil, in the statement they shared, they said, "We deeply regret to inform you that Harry Styles' show scheduled for Tuesday has been canceled due to a health issue on tour." So they confirmed that the tickets for the show will be refunded through, the same channel of purchase and all that stuff. But there's no word exactly, what's going on with him. The cancellation comes after he continues his Together residency tour. This is at the Wembley Stadium.
Okay.
And he just had Shania Twain open up for him for one of the dates or for some of the dates. So it's just unfortunate. I don't know what's going on, but of course, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, but I guess if they didn't reschedule, maybe there's just some sort of conflict.
Yeah,
with getting the building or whatever. So it's just easier to give the money back. But
because I think he has another show on Friday at the same venue.
Well,
so it's just unfortunate for the Tuesday folks.
Yeah,
sorry guys, Tuesday just isn't on.
Yeah, and it's just not happening. Wow.
Yeah.
As a fan, you'd be really upset.
Absolutely. But we'll see. We'll see if those people end up going to the Friday show or what happens.
Yeah, I would also hold off on freaking out because you don't know what it is. It could be something serious.
Yeah. Jason Bateman was talking about. I love him.
Yeah, he's funny.
One of my favorites.
You know, he's like an OG sitcom actor when he was a kid.
Really?
And then he disappeared for a while. Like his thing is, look, I took advantage of Hollywood in a bad way.
Okay.
And I started to go down the wrong path. So I pulled myself out.
Good
and
for
then
him.
as an adult, he got big again.
That's great. I didn't know that. But he said that he's been arrested once in his life. And he said that it happened in Monaco, and he was drunk and disorderly while wearing a nice little leopard outfit. And so he had like a full pocket of casino chips, and he was talking about how he was basically drunk off cheap champagne, and that's what he's blaming. And he shared the story on the episode of Smartlist, the podcast, which you can hear on the iHeartRadio app.
That's a good podcast because it's a lot of big names.
Yes.
And they just kind of talk to each other.
Yeah, so it's really cool to hear these like behind the scenes inside stories. But he said that he is now California sober for 2 decades now, which means, you know, there's no alcohol or hard drugs. He just smokes weed.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2 decades of being California sober, but he's been arrested once.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. That it doesn't say much about when it was, but it was before that.
Oh, really?
So it was, that's probably part of what led him to be like, you know what? I'm acting a little stupid.
Yeah,
he's hilarious though, and he does good, serious stuff too.
He does. He really does.
Yeah.
Have you seen Odyssey yet?
I have not. It's 3 hours.
I know.
I cannot give it 3 hours in a theater. I just can't.
And everybody's raving about it.
I know. And the crazy thing about the Odyssey to me was, okay, so it sounded like it was going to be huge.
Yeah.
And then people started pushing back on it on social media and hating on it. Like it got so many dislikes on the trailer.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah. And then it came out that Christopher Nolan was only allowing select critics to see it.
Okay.
So everyone's like, it's because you're trying to stack the deck with the people that you know are going to say good things.
Yeah.
So when it came out, I expected it to not do well because of all of that.
Yeah.
And then it blew up.
But it's blowing up. Yeah, it's huge. My friend saw it the other day and she said it was a 12 out of 10.
And now the people that are seeing are going, okay, all these other like dislike stuff is crazy. Like why who would say that?
Yeah.
So I do want to see it, but like I cannot sit in a movie theater for 3 hours.
It's a long
They should do a little
time.
intermission where I can get up and stretch a little bit and go get me something to drink, come back.
But he was talking about how, he's getting a lot of props for being so muscular in his transformation for Odyssey. And he did say that he does have to praise his stunt double. And come to find out, his stunt double is a woman.
Okay.
So a female stunt woman is the one that does the greatest like performances, he says, in the movie. And he was like, she has the greatest arms I've ever seen. But he's discussing all of like the different scenes and like the tense battles that he's in. And there's like this forced perspective because it's a female stunt woman.
Yeah.
And so he was opening up about that. And he's like, I went up and hugged her and thanked her for all of the work that she put in to make him look good in these shots.
That's awesome.
But he was opening up on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? I love that though.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to see it, but I'm going to have to wait for streaming. So I can pause it and go to the kitchen or whatever.
That's a long time.
3 hours in a movie theater. I don't have that attention span.
Like I would have to get up and stretch and stuff.
Yeah. Give me a little break. I can walk outside, get some fresh air, come on back in. But I don't want to miss anything.
I know.
So I can't and I also don't know that I can hold it for 3 hours. What if I need to go pee-pee?
Yeah. I hear you.
And then I'm gonna miss something big.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna come back and see.
Yeah, somebody on the stream said that they saw it in an IMAX and it was incredible. So.
That is the one thing that makes me go, okay, I need to see it in a theater because IMAX is much different than your TV at home.
Yeah.
So there's certain movies you got to see in a theater. Dark Knight for me was one of them. This is probably one of them. The new Spider-Man that's coming out. That's going to be one of them. So yeah, I guess maybe we'll have to just break down and see it.
Mm-hmm.
So going to talk about your relationship and some of the weird things that you and your significant other bond over after Olivia Dean. It's Johnny's House Wednesday morning, 8:06 on XL 106.7. Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. It is Johnny's house on a Wednesday morning, 8:09. Going to be hot again today, like always. Heat index around 105, only a 10% chance of rain, though. So that's a good thing. So we were talking this morning before the show, and you guys just went on vacation, you and Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were talking about things that you guys do that kind of bond you.
Yes.
So for you guys, what is it?
So, I mean, like some weird things that we like bond over.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were bonding over like the transportation to get to the property and like the driving and like how scared we get like in the back seat when people are driving crazy, which is crazy because I also drive like a wild person. But like we were bonding over that and we're like, oh my gosh, this person is like a horrible driver. Like that was one thing. But then I cannot stand when people are slow walkers.
Right.
And I think one of the first couple of times that we actually hung out with like a group setting or like, you know, with people around us, she said something about somebody walking slow in front of us. And I was like, I just fell in love with you even more because I cannot stand.
Now I know it's meant to be.
When people walk slow and it like irks me, but I'm like, am I overreacting? And she said it out loud. And I was like, thank God. Thank God I am with somebody that walks fast and appreciates fast walking.
Yeah. I don't know that there's another person on the planet that could be with me or be with my wife. Like if it wasn't me or her.
Yeah.
Like we oftentimes talk about, well, we should just record everything and post it. But then we cannot.
Yeah.
Because we bond with each other over just about everything. We're so different, but we're also so similar at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, literally everything. We complain about everything. Like we do judge everything and everyone amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
So there's literally nothing that we don't bond over. I mean, other than like the house where she thinks we live in a catalog and everything should be clean all the time. That's a whole different story.
Well, like you said, you know, you guys are completely different. And I feel like that's how, you know, like Kim and our mentality is completely different sometimes. But we bond over the dumbest and craziest stuff.
And
where
it's so
like,
wild.
Okay.
She's the only one I feel like I can talk like that with.
Yes.
And not get a crazy look back.
Yeah.
And I think probably I know I'm the only one she could talk the way she talks with. And not get a crazy side eye look back. We have some friends that we can speak freely with, but for the most part, it's so weird. We have this thing where that's probably why we're together for
great though.
25 years. I honestly don't think there's anyone else on the planet, like if I'm being 100% honest, that I could be with on a regular basis. Even with my son, took my son to Vegas, loved hanging out with my son. But I told my wife, I was like, this is the first time that I've spent 3 straight days with someone that's not you. And I got to be honest.
And it's your child.
He's my kid.
I know.
But I got to be honest. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like because we don't bond over the same stuff. We do father-son stuff and we had a good time.
Yeah.
But I was
bond
missing
at a personal level with your wife.
Yeah. I was just missing that, you know, when something pops up, the conversation that I know we would have had, I was just missing it. And so it's so weird because and she's like, well, he's your son. I'm like, and I know, and I love him to death and we're having a great time. But this is the first time in 25 years that I've spent an extended period of time with someone that isn't you. And I got to be honest, I don't like it because we bond over everything.
And you don't mean that in a harsh way to your son. So if David's listening,
had a great time. My heart was full because he said this was the best vacation that he's ever been on in his life. Now he's only 21. He hasn't been on a lot of vacations. We didn't have a second where we were at odds with each other in Vegas. Not 1 second. So it was a great time. But I was just sitting there going, wow, there's things going on around me that I know my wife and I would have been like picking up on, that we would have been talking about, that we would have been making eye contact on, that I just didn't have that with my son.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Well, that's nice.
And there's things that him and I bond over that, you know, she doesn't, like sports or whatever.
Of course.
But like, it's a weird vibe. So when you brought this up, I'm like, yeah, it's so weird because for my wife and I, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's literally everything. So
I love it though.
What maybe people think it's weird, but maybe to you it's just normal. What weird thing do you and your significant other bond over? Got tickets to check out the Goo Goo Dolls Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa. Hit us up 407-919-1067 877-919-1067 on the XL Mobile. You can hit us up. That's powered by attorney Dan Newland at 41067 and hit send. You bond with your significant other over pretty much everything, but there's some things you don't, obviously. But what weird thing do you bond over with your significant other? Got Goo Goo Dolls tickets for you next on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station, XL 1067, Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning, 8:26. Don't forget, 9 o'clock this morning, your next keyword for your chance to win $1,000. Help you pay your bills, $1,000 at a time. 9 o'clock this morning, we got your next keyword. Talking about things that you bond over with your significant other. It's usually something that just you guys kind of see the same way on things. Hang on, I'm blind. Oh, my goodness. There's only two of us.
I know that we're doing the best we can.
So the screen's all the way across the room. Jose from Leesburg. How's it going, man?
Morning, Brian. How's it going, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. So what is it that you and your significant other bond over?
So kind of like you, pretty much everything. We've been together. It'll be 19 years on August 10th. And we have that unspoken where we kind of like will give each other a look and it says a million things. And then we both already know what the other one is saying. We have adult children that sometimes you got to kind of read the BS meter and we'll look at each other and go, And, and then after the kids are gone, we'll go, that they were lying or, that this was BS or, so it's just one of those things that we can kind of speak without speaking, just with eye contact and body language, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not that it's necessarily bad, but it's just like that nobody else would see it the same way.
Yeah.
Like it just wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's bad with us, but not always. It's not always bad with us. All right, hang on, man. Thanks for calling. Let's see. Let's go to Helen in Lake Wales. Helen.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
All right. What do you and your significant other bond over that some people might think is a little weird?
People watching.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
You go to the amusement park, you just sit down and you just watch the people, how they interact with each other, how some of them, you can always tell who the tourists are and who the regular people are that live here in Florida.
Yeah. People watching's a great time. Most of the time when we go to like the parks and stuff, we spend most of our time doing that.
Yeah.
But it's the best when like you and your significant other like will notice something and you're like, nobody else saw that besides you two.
Exactly. And he'll look at me and go, and just like the way he looks at me is like, did you take notice of that? And I just kind of nod my head and I'm like, yeah, I knew what he was talking about.
Yep.
He didn't even have to say anything.
Yep. It's so much fun. All right, hang on one second. Thanks for calling. Yeah, for me, it's a lot of it has to be nonverbal because I'm deaf in one ear. So if I'm not standing on the side that can hear and I have to say stuff out loud, my wife looks at me like, what are you doing? Like, 'cause sometimes I speak a little too loud. You got anything over there on social media?
So somebody said that their significant other and them, they actually send each other different DMs on social media, and that's how they bond over like viral clips.
My wife and I have started doing that a lot. We share a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, that's so true. That's a big one.
CXL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Some people also like my wife and I. They say they've been together 20 years, married 17, and the same thing. Just seems like every single little thing is only between them. It wouldn't work with anybody else. And then someone said about the walking fast, it's a Northeast thing.
Really?
Yeah, they said Florida is full of slow walkers, but when you're from the Northeast, you get so frustrated by it.
Oh my gosh, it drives me insane.
I'm born and raised here. Maybe I am a slow walker.
I don't think you are. No, because I would have said something to you by now.
I definitely don't do it while I got people waiting behind me.
No.
And I do get frustrated when they do go slow.
But it's just a lot of people don't realize that they're doing it, and half the time I'm like, all right, let's kick it up a notch.
All right, what about the moving walkway? Not to go sideways, but am I allowed to stand still on the moving walkway?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Or do I have to walk on the moving walkway?
I think you're okay.
Okay.
Just as long as you're not standing in the middle.
Okay, just to the side in case you want to go around.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hook up Jose with these tickets.
Okay.
To see the Goo Goo Dolls. We'll do that. Going to talk about AI in just a few minutes. And there is a person that says they've never used it in any capacity ever. So I want to find out if that is you in just a few minutes on Johnny's House. A guy on the sports show I was listening to yesterday said he thinks he is the only person in the world, the still last person holding on that's never used AI. I want to find out if you are that person. Maybe you've never used AI. After Zara Larson, it's Lush Life on XL 1067. Zara Larson on Johnny's House, XL 1067. Wednesday morning, it is 8:37. Now, we talk about AI all the time. It's taken over. It's pretty much everywhere. I was listening to one of my sports shows yesterday in the afternoon, and the host, he's kind of an OG, but he's not that old.
Okay.
And he says he avoids AI at all costs, and he says he has never used AI in any capacity whatsoever. Now, I know on Google sometimes, but you can turn that off.
Okay.
Like on Google, they do send you AI results, but you can ask for it not to.
I was going to say, you kind of have to go out of your way to turn off AI now in some situations.
Yes. And he said he does it partially because he said he knows I'm the old guy. Even though, like I said, he's definitely not the oldest one on that show.
Yeah.
But he said that he feels like it is becoming too much of a crutch and people aren't doing any thinking of their own.
I mean, that's true.
So it's one thing to his argument was it's one thing to research something and use AI to do that. It's another thing to let AI help you form the opinion about or help you articulate what you want to say about.
No,
Because
I totally agree with that.
in that case, you're not being creative on your own. And if anyone can do that, it's kind of like I see why artists yell about creating AI art, because it's like now I know how to do it. Like I have that skill. And you're using a crutch, basically.
Yeah.
So he's in the media. He tells stories. So he thinks it's kind of a crutch for you to use AI to tell stories.
Yeah.
That's his argument. And so he says he's never used it. And he said he hopes to hold out forever and not use it. So,
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so either, honestly. And I have at first when I started messing around with ChatGPT, I'm like, this is stupid, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
And if you use it right, and if you use the right prompts, it is very useful. Again,
Very helpful.
Would not use it to come up with things to say on the show. Would never use it for that, because to me that is cheating.
Yeah.
Like the whole reason I work here is because I can articulate things, sometimes not so well, but quickly and funny with my brain.
No, I mean,
not with an AI.
I think we've used it for like quick facts, but I think other than
Right.
that, but it's not an opinion.
Right. If I need a random trivia question, or I need a tell me about this real quick, like what earlier I asked about someone's age or whatever, and quick, or when Jason Bateman was arrested, something like that.
Or Gay Bob.
Gay Bob.
Gay Bob the doll.
Right. Things like that. But I would never come up with my thought about Gay Bob the doll because of AI. I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see what he's saying. So I want to know if anyone has on purpose avoided AI, because like Ray said, at this point you kind of have to go out of your way
to turn it off,
to not use AI.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. And now some things are not AI. I know there's an AI toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop it. It's not artificial intelligence.
No.
But I mean, do you go out of your way to not use AI? And is there something that you like this guy? He said he's going to avoid it as long as possible. He's going to stay away from it. Is there something that you did that? Because for the longest time, I was 100% against ePass, which is stupid. I know, but I was like, I'm not doing that. They're not making me do that. That's crazy. And then once you get it, it's like, this is pretty
You're
nice.
like, this is nice. I could just smooth sailing right through. Yeah.
The other one that I pushed back on was Uber.
I do remember that. I'm not getting in somebody's car.
Uber, that's crazy.
Some random's car.
I am like Uber king now.
Yeah.
Like I got gazillion rides. So, but I pushed back for the longest time. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing it. And then it becomes to the point where, all right, now you're being stupid.
Yeah. Well, you guys made fun of me for the longest time for never ordering anything.
You wouldn't shop online.
I would not shop online. I did not create an Amazon account until I got divorced because it was necessary.
Yeah.
I couldn't go to the store a million times,
But now think about it. Shein, you
oh my gosh.
Temu, you
That's
use
so
all
true.
yes.
That is so true. Even the clothes. Like I wouldn't even shop anything online.
You were so against online shopping. It's not even funny.
And now I'm just like, hey, I like that shirt. I'm gonna buy it.
Right.
Because I saw an ad pop up.
That's almost exclusively where I shop now.
Yeah.
Is online. But
I
you were
still like
against
going
it.
in the stores, but yeah.
Yeah, but
I was.
you were so against online shopping. And how ridiculous does that sound?
It's so crazy because now it's so convenient.
Yeah. And that's the same with Uber. It's ridiculous to say that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know the taxi driver either. Like what's the difference?
But it's safer.
But it's not. But, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not doing it. And this is how this guy's going to look about AI probably. Like because it's not going anywhere. And when AI first jumped on the scene, I'm thinking a lot like metaverse. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be like a big flash and everyone's going to go crazy and then it's going to go away like the metaverse did. But this isn't.
Mm-mm.
This definitely is
It's
not.
just getting larger and stronger.
Well, it's more useful than the metaverse. Like we don't live in the metaverse. We live in the real world. And I know COVID kind of gave people a little bit of idea that we didn't want to live in the real world, but newsflash, we do.
We do.
Yeah. But I think AI is going to stick around. I think this guy's going to sound like us in a few years about Uber and shopping online.
Yeah, I agree.
So what is it that you, or first of all, do you avoid AI? Do you actually go out of your way, or do you find a way to never use AI ever on anything? And what have you gone out of your way to avoid that just was kind of blowing up, but you're like, nope, not doing it. I had a friend that would not switch to high-speed internet.
Why?
He was on dial-up for the longest time.
Why?
The longest time he was on dial-up. I have no idea.
There's no reasoning behind that just to hold yourself back. Why? Who are you proving it to?
He would not switch.
Because a lot of these things is like, I'm sticking it to the man. I'm proving it to myself that I don't have to do these things.
For the well after dial-up was a thing of the past, my man was still on dial-up. Which is why some people listening don't even know what dial-up internet is.
Oh, poor guy.
My man was holding on. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Are you avoiding AI? How successful are you at it? And what have you gone out of your way to avoid that was starting to blow up? Want to hear from you. After Ariana Grande, it's Johnny's House Wednesday morning on XL 1067. Orlando's number one hit music station, XL 1067, Johnny's House. On a Wednesday morning, it is 8:46. Talking about AI, this sports host I listened to yesterday said he avoids it at all costs, has never used it, and plans to never use it. I want to find out if you are like that and maybe some things you avoided on the XL live stream, which, by the way, you can watch the show on YouTube every day. They are killing me because I pushed back on ePass for so long.
I know.
Kevin's like, what are you, stupid? I didn't say it was smart.
But like in your head, you have some sort of like reasoning.
Well, they are tracking you with your little transponder. They know when you go through every toll.
Everybody's tracking you.
I know, but at the inception of ePass,
I know.
That's like, what? You could tell exactly what time I went through every single thing. Now, I know they could have done that with cameras before, but it was much more in depth. And I was trying to make sure that the little guy had a job with their cool little Expressway Authority shirts.
Yeah, now nobody does.
But I get it. I didn't say it was a smart thing to push back on. It's like my friend with high-speed internet and dial-up. I didn't say it was smart. Just being honest and saying I did it. That's all. Jeez.
It's fine. It's great.
Want to find out if you've never used AI or what other thing you pushed back on. Kyle, good morning.
Hey, how are you, Johnny?
Oh, Johnny's not here. This is Brian, but I'm doing good. Kyle, how you doing?
I'm doing great. So I like to avoid AI because I want to be able to use my brain. And my mom says I'm a complex thinker, but I think it's very good to use your brain, and also don't use it as a crutch. And when I take tests, I feel satisfied when my teacher says I did good when I didn't use AI. Some of the kids in school use AI, and they pass the test, but they don't feel good about it.
You sound like young Sheldon. How old are you, Kyle?
I'm 12.
12.
Oh
man.
my goodness.
You are a complex thinker. You're a very articulate speaker as well.
Thank you very much, Johnny.
Ryan.
Ryan.
And that's okay. No, Johnny will be back on Monday. He's on vacation. It is Johnny's house, so it is a little confusing. Ray and I just kind of here home alone until Johnny gets back. So.
Holding down the fort.
Well, thank you so much for calling, Kyle. Keep using that brain. Stop using AI. Tell all your little friends, too.
All right, got it.
All right, thank you, man. Have a great day. That's see, he doesn't use AI, and he sounds like a genius.
Seriously.
I'm over here talk for a living and sound like an idiot, and I use AI. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning.
So do you use AI or you avoid it?
So I actually hate AI. I think it's really bad for the environment. It creates a lot of water waste.
That's what I
But
hear.
I will say I broke my rule and I used it this morning.
Ooh.
Because I know, and I was like, oh no. But I wanted to because I received MRI results today, and I just have way too much anxiety waiting. To speak to a doctor. So I did use AI to explain what was happening in more simple terms.
Right.
And it was very helpful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will always avoid it at all costs because I really care about the environment.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering why the pond outside our building dried up this morning. It's because you use AI.
Stop.
I know.
Now we ain't got no pond. There's fish down there going,
Don't. She just said she has anxiety and now she's going to freak out that she used it. No, but I agree. It does. It's very, very helpful with like medical stuff, especially if you have no idea what you're reading when it comes to results.
You can upload like photos and stuff and it'll explain it to you. It is very useful. And it's basically like super like Google on crack, basically, because it finds all of these sources and puts it together. But yeah, you do have to be careful. It's not always right. But yeah, I can see why you would use it for something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just wanted. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because I know with the waiting for the doctor, like that was like what causes me anxiety. So I'm not 100% trusting it, but at least it's like, hey, you're okay.
Yeah, it gives you that little peace of mind.
Yeah, no, look, I'm all for it. I mean, I hate that you killed our pond outside this morning.
Stop it.
That wasn't nice.
I know.
But I do appreciate that you're going to use it sparingly so we can have some water to drink later.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for people. Like whenever they like have that also, you know, like they're not going to use it. They're sticking to it. But then when you want an answer, it's so easy to use. Somebody said, definitely do not upload any photos of your children into AI or yourself. So somebody's like giving a little PSA out there. But Lewis said that 1,000% as much as he can. He doesn't even use ChatGPT. He tries to avoid it at all costs.
Okay. XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said that they use ChatGPT on some things, but that's it. They avoid social media more now because of all of the AI that pops up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff is just junk and it's just, you don't know what's real and what's not. Someone said, I've never used it. And frankly, it kind of irritates me. It's horrible for the environment. It's woefully inaccurate. And I think it puts a barrier for people to do any kind of critical thinking for the most part. That's what the guy was saying yesterday. Like you get to the point where, I'm just going to use it for, some facts.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's writing your opinion for you.
It's that instant gratification feeling where it's like, I don't want to stop and think about it. I just want the answer now.
Yeah. I'm against using it to like articulate your thoughts, but I'm not against using it for research purposes. So, well, jump on ChatGPT and find out what's going on in the celebrity world. What's going on?
The Jonas Brothers, they're back with some camp rock.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll find out what's going on with that in celebrity news in about 6 minutes. And your keyword to win $1,000. First chance today coming up at 9 a.m. on Johnny's House.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando, an iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. Live from our Farrah and Farrah studios. If you've been injured, make it a Farrah fight.
XL 106.7.
Orlando's #1 hit music station.
Hey, it's Johnny Magic. Win $1,000 and pay your bills on XL 106.7.
All about money.
Enter this nationwide keyword at XL1067.com and do it right now. Dollar. That's DOLLAR. It pays to listen to XL.
XL 1067. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so Camp Rock 3 is a thing, and it's officially happening. The trailer was just dropped, and obviously the Jonas Brothers are returning in it.
Yeah.
So they return as Connect 3, and if you want to see the full-length trailer, it's up on our website, xl1067.com. But the brothers arrive at camp with a surprise mission for a new generation aspiring performers with Nick and Joe. And, I just love that they agreed to jump back on this. And obviously that was a big part of their life.
Yes, for sure.
So the iconic final jam is still going to be a part of a thing. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, this might not be for you. Or if you had kids growing up or grew up like I did watching, like the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
This is something big. So
my son was just right in between the Camp Rock stuff. So yeah, but I do know of it, obviously.
Yeah. So Camp Rock 3 is going to premiere on Disney Channel on August 13th. And that's going to be before streaming on Disney Plus the next day. Okay. So I like that they're doing it on regular television. Like old school. That's regular television, Disney Channel, August 13th, and then streaming the next day.
That's different. Usually it goes the other way around.
I know. That's why I was like, oh, I like that. I don't know if you saw the little girl from Godzilla and Kong.
I did. I saw her name popping up everywhere. Yeah.
She was so beautiful. She was a deaf actress, and she was known as the little girl from Godzilla in all the Kong movies.
Yeah.
She was unfortunately killed in a car accident.
I know. I kept seeing that she passed away, and I was like, at that age, God, it had to be something crazy.
Yeah. So her name is Kaylee Hoddle, and in Maryland, she unfortunately was in a bad accident, and her dad is the one that announced her death.
Oh.
And the way that he announced it was in sign language because she was deaf.
That's crazy.
And he was talking about how her heart stopped on the way to the hospital.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. So it's so sad. The driver was a 19-year-old man.
Oh no.
He was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries, and the second passenger did require medical treatment, but unfortunately, like I said, she passed away. So that's been going around all over social media. If you watch those movies, she was so good.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was a deaf actress, she was like a trailblazer.
Right. And probably had like a huge fan base just because of that, because somebody they could identify with was on screen.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So you could see that. Shabuzi has a comic book coming out.
Really?
Yeah. So
he is Diesel. Like, he's jacked. I didn't realize how big he was. Maybe he's going to be like a superhero.
I don't know. He is actually jacked though. If you see these pictures, his arms are
he's huge.
Massive.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so he is coming out with his comic book at the San Diego Comic-Con, which is coming out. What he's saying is August 18th is the official drop date for people. If you want to book or if you want to reserve an early copy, you can do exclusive copies through his website and everything. But he's venturing into the comics. This is a new chapter for him in his career, but he's very excited. Country music obviously is his first thing, but he's going to blend his genre of country music and comics and all that stuff. So he's excited for this.
That's cool.
I know. And I think he's a great creator.
Yeah, he's got a really good stage presence. He articulates stuff well, other than just singing. He goes on, when we saw him, he goes on a long tangent where he just talks about life and everything. And he's captivating to listen to. So
yeah. So the cool thing is that if you're attending the Comic-Con in San Diego, Shabuzi's panel, they're going to be there, and he's going to have signings and all that stuff. I just wonder if he's going to be here.
Oh, when MegaCon comes back around? Maybe.
Because obviously we have a big MegaCon convention that happens here.
Yeah, we have a bunch of different cons. I think there's a nostalgia one coming up soon in the next couple of weeks too. The full cast of Full House is going to be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, MegaCon would be huge for him.
Yeah, so it's called Age of the Nerd.
Okay.
Age of the Nerd, and you can see it. But the funny thing is that it's going to be narrated, or the trailer that promotes it is narrated by Jamie Foxx.
Oh, really? That's
so
funny.
He's got a lot of people involved, and it should be pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So if you're a Shabuzi fan or a comic book fan, it'd be cool if he comes to MegaCon.
Heck yeah.
That would be pretty awesome. All right, going to find out what is trending in the world for the second time After Bruno Mars, it is Risk It All. It's Johnny's House, Wednesday morning. It's XL 1067. Orlando's number one hit music station, XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House, 9:10 on a Wednesday morning. It is going to be hot today. Heat index around 105, but just about a 10% chance of rain. So a little better than yesterday as far as the rain goes. Time for what's trending. This is good, and we're not going to have a government shutdown.
Oh, good.
For a while, or at least not have that to argue about. So the House passed a short-term bill that would basically put off the debate of a government shutdown or funding until after the November elections, because it's the midterms. So a lot of people were like freaking out because it was going to shut down again. That's how we had the whole TSA problem.
Yeah.
And so at least this is going to go through the midterm. Now, after that, who knows? The whole idea of the government shutdown is crazy to me, but that's a whole different.
So after November, it's questionable.
Yes. It's usually always questionable. At least I guess we have till November.
I know, but then that's the holidays. That's the worst time to have a shutdown.
Yeah. And I'll always stick with, and I know we don't talk politics, that if you're going to shut down the government, nobody that works for the government should get paid. Yeah. That's including the people that are shutting it down, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
They'll get to continue their paychecks, which is crazy to me. We talked about the boo-boo lettuce, and they said they basically have it quarantined, figured out. But there is a few doctors that put together a list of things that you can drink or eat to help you get through the boo-boo lettuce if you end up with it.
Okay.
First of all, they say clear liquids. So if you're going through it right now, obviously that's kind of old school. Water, tea, fruit juice, like apple juice, popsicles, gelatin, but no fruit. And then clear vegetable or chicken broth is going to help you out. Once you get through it and you're coming out the other side of it and it's done coming out the other side of you, crackers, soup with noodles, rice, plain pasta. So basically anything you'd have for an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Is what they're telling you.
It's like a brat diet.
Yeah. And then cucumbers, watermelon, zucchini, and grapes are the things they're suggesting. Assuming they're clean, though. What if you get a boo-boo zucchini?
I don't think that's Now
you're starting all over again.
I don't know. It's
a
stretch.
Someone said they got some boo-boo melon yesterday, even though somebody else hit back and said that's not possible.
Yeah. I don't know what to believe anymore, but like now that they're saying that it's kind of quarantined.
Yeah, they think they've pinpointed it, they say. But I haven't seen...
is it safe? Like, when is it safe?
Well, I mean, if they said they pinpointed it and they are working on a recall, so if you don't have what they pinpointed, then you're good. Like they had said it was that Taylor Farms, but it turned out to not be.
That was a false positive.
Right. So, but I haven't seen anything that said, okay, this is what you need to avoid, even though they said they wrapped it up and they know where it came from. Okay. Maybe we'll get that today. And the Powerball and the Mega Millions jackpot just keep going up. Both the Powerball and the Mega Millions, they've gone to close to near $1 billion each. So tonight, $567 million is going to be the Powerball jackpot. Cash option at 251.8. And then on Friday, the Mega Millions is up to $743 million. Your cash option there, $323.4 million. Now, the odds of winning not very good. 1 in 292 million, 201 and 201,338.
So are you playing?
I will play the Powerball. The Mega Millions price me out because it's $5 a ticket now.
Oh, too much. Too much for you.
I can't afford $5 a ticket. Can't do that. So I will do the Powerball jackpot. And if I win the $567 million, I'll be sure to jump on Instagram and tell you guys how $567 million is not as much as you think it is.
Listen to the podcast. We talked about that earlier.
I mean, once I pay taxes and everything,
I
mean, it's not as much as you think it is.
No.
I don't even know if I'll tell you guys if I won, but there'll be signs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You would be such a jackass in here. I'm so sorry, but you would.
See?
If you won.
You were on my list of people to give money to, but now.
No, I'm just telling the truth. You may have just
talked your way off of my list.
I am just telling the truth. You know you would be. I would be.
Not
if
to
I
you.
Won.
I would be.
Oh, no, to other people.
Oh, yeah.
To the environment.
Oh, y'all ain't telling me nothing.
In this building.
You guys aren't telling me nothing.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to hire someone that you can tell things to so they can tell me. And then I can tell you what I want you to know through them. That's what I'm going to do. An interpreter, but without a different language, basically.
That's perfect.
I'm going to stand right there, listen to what you want to say to me, but make you tell them so they can tell me.
Real childish.
If I win, that's what's going to happen. So big money out on the line. But again, your odds pretty much slim and none. So yesterday during What's Trending, we were talking about these lawsuits against these social media companies. Snap is the latest one to settle. Meta's the only one that's not, and there's a trial set up for that. They have over 2,800 lawsuits out right now. And I heard yesterday on the radio on the way home, my first if you've been affected, class action lawsuit for you to join in.
No way.
Yes. I kept joking.
For social media?
Yes. I kept joking I was going to hear it. I heard it yesterday. I was almost to my driveway and it came on. And it basically said, if you've been affected by the social media addiction or your kids, call this number. You may be entitled to some compensation.
But it is like a epidemic.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy. So we're going to talk about that because my wife and I had a discussion about it last night. At what point is it like their fault? And what point does it become your fault, like as a parent? So we'll talk about the social media addiction lawsuits and kind of find out what you think about it. After Somber, it's Home Records, Johnny's House, Wednesday morning. It's XL 1067. Somber and Home Wrecker, XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. Johnny's House on a Wednesday morning. It is 9:19. Don't forget your keyword for your chance to win $1,000 this hour is dollar. That's DOLLAR online at XL1067.com. Drop the keyword in, answer your phone if we call you back, and you can score $1,000. It is dollar at XL1067.com. Now, we've been talking about this for a while because they keep popping up. These lawsuits against the social media giants. For basically addicting kids to social media.
And we predicted that this was coming.
Yeah.
You know, it's very hard, especially when there's so many people affected by it.
Yeah. And when you watch that documentary, Social Dilemma, like if you've watched that, then you really see the inner workings of it. Because it's one thing to see what you see on the surface. And you're like, okay, I can see how that, could be addictive. But at the same time, it's like, it doesn't addict me that way. I just move on. But when you see the inner workings and the way that they're kind of positioning things, like in the way that they're kind of selling things and kind of covering things up.
Yeah.
And that's where my wife and I got into the conversation last night, because it just came out yesterday that Snap has now settled one of the lawsuits. There's 2,800 pending lawsuits right now. And I was joking that this is going to be this generation's tobacco, where you see these commercials, you know, if you've been affected by this or you've been affected by that, call this number. Yesterday on the way home, I heard one.
That is crazy. Yeah.
I listened to it all the way through. It's a law firm out of Arizona. And basically, they're just trying to group together a bunch of people that feel like they've been affected. And it's what I said yesterday. Your kid wins a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, well, my kid dealt with the same thing.
Exactly.
Where's my lawsuit?
Yeah.
And then his friend sees that and goes, wait a second, my kid too. Where's my? And then it just snowballs. And that's kind of what's happening. But my wife pushed back and she's like, at what point as a parent do you take the blame for this? So do you think that some of it lies on the parent?
I think some of it does. But I think their environment is what is very impactful, because obviously they're friends.
Right.
There's always going to be a friend that has social media, no matter how much you try to hide it from your children.
Yes.
And they're always going to be talking about it. And even nowadays, if you talk about, you know, YouTube is a massive thing.
Yeah.
Kids, all they watch is YouTube.
Yes.
And so YouTube stems from all the other social media platforms. And then, you know, so I feel like it's just all connected, but it's hard to parent your kids in the world of social media because of the generation that they're living in.
Yeah. I think it depends on your kid, because like my son was not interested in social media.
Which you are so
Thankfully.
lucky. Yeah.
I'm having to force him to do it now that he works in the media, because he doesn't understand that it's very important. But at the same time, YouTube wasn't such a big thing.
Yeah.
Then. YouTube is like cable TV to kids now.
That's it. Yep.
But it's interactive. That's the difference. Cable TV wasn't. You just watched it. You saw the commercials.
Yeah.
And you
It's
moved
all about the
your day.
likes, the subscribers, the comments, so that's exactly what social media is.
And just like cable TV, YouTube's job was to get you to keep watching. And so that's YouTube's job, to get you to keep watching.
Yeah.
And so on the one hand, that's their business plan. On the other hand, the algorithm situation where they're feeding you things that they know you're going to respond to that might not be good for you. And they know that, but they know that's what gets you to click. Or if you're minding your business and they say, hey, we haven't seen this kid in a while, send them something. And to me, that's where it gets sideways.
Yeah, it's the ads that pop up and the things like, you know, that they click on that lead to it.
And the social dilemma, we saw that. If Ray wasn't active enough for a spell of time, the algorithm would go back in and see what Ray used to interact with a lot.
Yep.
And then they're like, well, let's push some of this stuff to her because we need to get her back.
Yep.
That's where it becomes a problem. And they said they didn't do that. But it turns out that they did. There's internal documents saying that they did. That's to me where the problem is. Now, I agree with you. As your kid gets older, they're going to come in contact with social media. Now, when they're your kid's age, 8, 9, 10, you have a little more control over what they get.
Have no idea. Like they'll be like, oh, post this. But they don't know what I'm posting to. They don't know Instagram. They don't know Facebook. They don't know any of that.
Now, once they get to middle school and there's other kids with it,
that's
when it's going to be a problem. I compared it to vaping. You know, if your kid's not around other kids that vape, you probably won't have a problem with vaping.
No.
But the second they get around it, then now you have not what you did at home, because you might have done everything right at home.
Yep.
But now you have a kid who's around something that, and they're kids, they make bad decisions. They make bad choices.
Yeah.
So I do get, it's kind of like you got a foot on both sides. Is it the parents' fault? Is it the company's fault? I hate to just say blame the company, because then it becomes a crutch.
No, because
for
I mean,
parenting.
but you can only monitor so much.
Right. And when you're doing things that aren't above board, like they found out. Well, if you haven't seen that documentary, Social Dilemma,
it's good.
Yeah, you got to watch it. Like it makes you go, wow, because it's things you knew were happening. You just didn't know like how calculated it was.
Yeah. Like it's scary.
Yeah. When you say my phone's listening to me, like, I mean, it maybe not be listening like audibly, but it's definitely paying attention to what you're doing.
Yeah. But like how persuasive kids are now with social media, that's where it's like the downfall.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So how do you feel about these social media lawsuits? Do you think it's something that the parents should be more responsible for? Do you feel like they should be suing these companies for that? Got tickets to Stellar Nights at the Orlando Science Center. Bring your favorite artists to life with incredible laser effects inside the all-new dome. It's going on through August 1st. You can see the lineup and grab your tickets at osc.org, or you can win a pair right now. Just want to hear from you. How do you feel about these social media lawsuits? How much involvement do the parents have in putting a stop to it. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile, that's 41067, and hit send. That's powered by attorney Dan Newland. You can jump on the live stream and watch the show and talk to us there. We'll read that as well. Get back to it and talk to you guys in about 6 minutes on Johnny's House. Ed Sheeran on Orlando's #1 hit music station, XL 1067. You are listening to Johnny's House. It is 9:38. Talking about this lawsuit thing with the social media companies and the addiction thing. It's turned into this big class action thing where if you've been affected, call this number.
You're going to start hearing promotions.
Yeah, you could be entitled to compensation.
Which, I mean, like, things do need to change in class action. I feel like that's a good way to start for things to start changing.
Well, that's how you get the stories of people that would have stayed quiet.
Absolutely.
I think. So, I mean, I'm not against that at all. It's just crazy that it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's probably enough blame to go around. I think parenting, with everything, parenting helps. And then the social media companies kind of are responsible for it.
Yeah.
So,
but it's like, even if you look at, like, if you ask a kid, you know, what do you want to be when you get older? It's like a content creator or like an influencer, you know, like kids are starting to say that nowadays.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Because you can turn it into a lot of money.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, to do that, they've got to learn how to job the algorithm as well, which is going to make them part of the problem.
Yes.
So I don't know. From the XL Mobile, powered by Attorney Dan Newland, Interact, need to check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. They say all this lawsuit stuff is crazy. So we're going to go after the liquor industry for getting me addicted to alcohol. I mean,
did that happen back in the day?
I don't know that they went after them. I know that from personal experience, the liquor industry is pretty well policed.
Yeah.
But like I think it's a different thing because they provide it. They didn't lie to you about it. I don't think there's anyone that's ever said alcohol is good for you.
No.
Maybe way back in the day when they gave it to you as medicine.
Yeah. And there's laws that are in place.
Yeah.
You can't, drink and drive, obviously. You can't have an open container. You can't, like, there's laws in place. So it's like,
Yeah.
But addiction wise, that's another story.
Yeah. And I guess, physical addiction is different than like mental addiction, which is what, the social media stuff is. But I mean, it's not a bad question. It'd be nice to talk to an attorney, actually. So
yeah, I agree.
I mean, the attorney probably has a pretty good take on it. I have attorney friends. I should call Dan Newland.
You should.
Like, I know this isn't what you specialize in, but I know you know somebody who knows somebody who can tell me about this lawsuit stuff.
Yeah. Because it is sad if you look at the number of like kids that have, unfortunately
Obviously.
lost their lives.
Yes.
Because of social media.
Yes. And that's probably, obviously there's more than just one cause for something like that. When it gets to that extreme, you can't just point the finger at social media. There's probably a bunch of other factors, but that is oftentimes the one that kind of pushes it over the edge. I feel like you do have to get to the bottom of it. There's definitely ways to police it and make it better. I don't know if you're going to be able to do what they're doing in France and, make it 15 and older.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be able to actually stick to that. It is in that case a lot like alcohol. As soon as you tell a kid they can't do it, they're going to find a way to do it.
Absolutely.
So that might actually make the problem a little worse. So we want you to hang out with us on social media, but don't get addicted.
Yeah.
Go outside, touch some grass, get some fresh air, take a break, and then come back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's get out of here. It's 9:41 in Johnny's house. Zara Larson on XL 106.7, Orlando's number one hit music station. Johnny's House 944. It is time for us to roll up out of here. Ray, what you got going on for the rest of the day?
Just trying to get back into the swing of things still. I feel
How
like
many days do you need?
I feel like I need like 3 or 4 days. So today I feel like I'm going to be kind of caught up with
I was going to
everything.
say I need the whole week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a bad week to do it, to come back to.
Yeah.
A, because Johnny's not here, which just shifts the dynamic
Yep.
for everybody. And then I'll be broadcasting tomorrow afternoon for my afternoon show from the Gaylord Palms.
That's right.
They got me a little cabana by the pool, so I
you
get to
have,
do
like,
the show
so
poolside,
much-
which is great. I love it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it means all my in the studio work has to get done ahead of time so I can bounce out of here and go to my afternoon fun stuff at the Gaylord Palms. So you can hang out with me tomorrow afternoon at Magic 107.7.
Oh, I thought you were inviting me to hang out at the pool. I was
You
like,
can.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm coming.
My wife thought you were coming.
Really?
She's like, Ray's coming. You can have her to hang out with. I'm like,
Oh my god.
I'm like, well, no, the other show.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can if you want.
Shoot, I might. No. But other than that, today I do. My son has therapy today, so doing that, and I don't know. Since it might not rain, I might go outside and touch grass.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
Take your,
Touch some grass
opinion.
today. Yes. Just a 10% chance of rain, so you're good. But if you
That's
want
it.
to have a meeting tomorrow with me at the pool, feel free.
I might actually.
Yeah, they have a cabana with some server and
sweet
drinks and food and everything.
Sign
so
me
yeah,
up.
so I'll be out there tomorrow doing that with Magic 107.7. In the meantime, today I got a bunch of radio stuff to do, radio shows and whatnot. You know what? Next week, I'll go ahead and tell you guys now. Next week, I'm doing the afternoon show on Magic like I always do, but also across the hall with the sports station. My son and I are doing the sports show together.
Stop.
Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Is that going to be your first show together?
Together, we did a Magic show together
For like the holidays, right?
for Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
But this will be the first time we just sit there and like talk sports.
That's gonna be good.
And I've done shows on the sports station before. Back when they didn't have anyone local and the Orlando Magic were in the playoffs, I would do during the playoff season. I would do afternoon shows over there, so there could be some local talk. But the two hosts of his show, Mike and Kravitz, they're going to be out.
Okay.
And they told him he could take the day off, take the 3 days off, or if I wanted to come down there and do it with him, we could do it. So I'm going to go do it.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm going to work a lot that week, but it's
good
still
for you. But it's gonna be enjoy. It's gonna be enjoyable and experience.
It's going to be fun. So yeah, you can. My son's on every afternoon down on 96.9. But then next week I'll be on there. I'll be running all over this building.
Heck yeah.
Mornings in one place, afternoon in two places. Who knows?
That's good.
So yeah, don't forget, you still have a few more minutes. Type in the keyword $dollar at xl1067.com to win $1,000, and we'll have keywords for you all day long. Other than that, we're going to bounce, and Ryan Seacrest is up next.